Hi, I wanted to come on here and help you, I guess explain how to do the math for counting the percentage of alleles and the number of alleles. A lot of people seem to be struggling with that. So, all right, so let's do generation one. Okay, so in generation one, it says that there are 8 giraffes with long necks. So what you need to remember is that when you see that, I'm going to use the letter N to represent. So, okay, so in order to have a long necked giraffe, you have to have 2 capital N's. And it says that there are 8 of those. So, what you need to do is distribute that 8 to each of those. And you don't have to multiply, you just have to add them together. And so that actually gives you 16 individual alleles for long. So long, I don't have my fancy pen. Okay, so long equals 16 alleles. Okay, now we need to do medium. So with medium, that's one big and one little. It's a heterozygous. And so that means that there are, let's see, it says that there are 9 medium neck giraffes. So you take that 9, and that means that there are 9 little ends and there are 9 big ends. So since right now we are just focusing on the long allele, we're only going to be looking at this one. So for medium, we are only going to count 9 because we're only counting the uppercase ends. So there are 9 alleles. Whoops. Hello. What did I do? I've done something. Drawing. Okay, so there are 9. Oh, come back. There are 9 alleles. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to add those together. So you're going to add 16 and 9 together, and that gives you 25 alleles. Okay? All right, so now there's 25. So we've done this for long. Now we're going to go through and do it for short because we still need our total number of alleles to know what to divide by. So I'm going to erase this. So I'll put just a little note up here that there were 25 long. Okay, so I'm going to erase. Let's see here. It's just like I'm at school with you. Except I need a bigger erase or dry erase board. Okay. So now we're going to do the short. I'm going to do the short in a different color. Okay, so for short, so we still have that medium problem where we have to go back and count the little n for medium. So there are 9 little n's for medium. And then we go back to short here. Okay, and it says that there are 8. So what we need to do is we need to distribute that back. And so you're actually going to end up with 16 alleles for short neck plus the 9 alleles for the little n from the medium. And that equals 25 again. Okay, so there were also 25 short in generation 1. So now it's asking you for the total number of alleles. The total number of alleles is the long plus the short. So 25 plus 25 is 50. Right there. And I did not change, in this case, when I was introducing new giraffes to your data, I did not ever pull where I had more than 50. And so if you want to go ahead and fill in that top row across your paper, it's for each generation, it's always going to be 50 because I just kept it consistent. Okay, so for long, there were 25. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 25 and divide by that 50. And that's going to give you 0.5. And you're going to multiply that times 100. And that's going to give you 50%. So in generation 1, in your little box where it says percent of long alleles, and I'm looking at this page in case you're completely lost. I'm looking at this page. So right here, right there in your box where it says total number of alleles, and it lines up with generation 1, you're going to say total number of alleles is 50. And then for percentage of long alleles, you're going to say it's also 50%. And it's important to put that percentage there. You need to put your units. So you would put 50%. Part of the great part is if you don't want to do the math for the short allele for each generation, if you just take 100 and minus it from whatever, or minus your long allele percentage from 100, then you have your short allele percentage. So if we take 100 and subtract 50, we still get 50%. And so that means that your short allele percentage is also 50%. Yeah? Okay. So let's see if we can do this one more time, and I'll go through it really fast. And then you should be good to go. Oh, I made a boo-boo. Hang on. How do I get it back? Oh, no. Undo. There we go. Okay, go, Leah, go. Oh, come on, go away. Okay. There we go. All right, so minus a few little lines and stuff. We're good. Okay. So let's do generation, I don't know, 2. All right, generation 2. So there are 11 long necks. So that means that there are 22 alleles for long. And then we go to medium necks, and there's still 9. So there are 9 for long. You go through, and that should give you 31, I believe. 31. There are still 50. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 31, divide it by 50, and it's going to give you 0.6, oops, a daisy, 0.6, hello, there we go, 0.62. There we go. You'll multiply that times 100, and you're going to end up with 62%. So then you just go up here, and for generation 2, you put 62%. For generation 2. You can count up all the alleles for short if you want. So let's see here. There's 5 for short. So you multiply that, or I'm sorry, yeah, well, that's fine. Multiply it times 2, so you get 10. And then you take the medium next and you add 9. And you're going to get 19. So you have 19 divided by 50. And that's going to give you 0.38. Multiply times 100. And you will get 38%. And then you just put 38% right there. Okay, so that's how you do the math for this. If you have any questions, feel free to email me.